roon. Kaya madali ang tracking. Nasaan na ang aking learners noong 2008? Nasaan na ang aking learners noong 2009? Madali din silang i-call for one event. Kasi nandoon sila sa FB group. And then our FB group serve also as monitoring tool for my supervisors. Kasi ang aking division supervisor, ang aking region supervisor, at aking national supervisors ay members ng aming group. Kaya whatever activity ang aming ginagawa doon, nanonotify sila. Another is that, with a series of trainings na aming na-attendan kasama ang aking mga learners, we have come up with this ICT projects. Sa thematic teaching po kasi, ang ICT projects nila, instead of the normal reaction paper, we do reaction videos. Instead of the normal role-playing, they do drama. They put it on video. Instead of the normal talk and speech, they report as newscasters. Ang kagandahan is because of these ICT projects, wala lang masyadong nag-absent. Kasi they are encouraged and they are very, parang good, mas ginaganahan na pumasok the following week. Isa pa, sinashowcase ng kanilang projects, pinapakita sa lahat. Yung projects ng 2010, alam ng 2011, ginagawa namin silang learning supplementary materials. Gawa ng estudyante, learning supplementaries ng next batches. Sila ang nagplano, sila ang may idea, katulong lang ako sa pagbuo ng kanilang ICT projects. Sa Davao City po, gusto ko palang i-emphasize na hindi blended po ang aming approach at not full-blown. Meron lang po akong 3 CPU. Extended noon ang 4 monitors. 12 monitors lang po para sa 30 learners ko kada araw. Kaya blended po yun. May nag-i-eskwela, merong dito, meron dyan, may group activity, blended po talaga. Face-to-face discussions at iba pa. Not full-blown po. Use lang po namin ang i-eskwela. Yun po yakin. And then we conduct various integrated activities such as gift giving para sa poor. Before, normally we conduct gift giving sa umaga, Christmas party sa hapon. Yan yung aming mga activities doon sa Badjao. Kahit sila ay deprived, kahit walang-wala sila sa 10 piso, may nabibigyan na sila ng towels sa jeepney drivers at iba pa. Yun yung holistic approach namin sa Davao City. And then, the most important thing is that in Davao City, we value relationships. We value relationships among my students. Kaya yung 2008 learners ko, marami ng ninang sa anak nito at saka ganyan. 2008, 2009, 10, 11 learners ko, pumasa na, graduate na sa college, nagkikita pa rin kami over pizza, over coffee and so, because we value relationship. And yun din yung secret, kumbaga, kung bakit naging 92%, kasi I encourage them to work in groups. So, challenges and aspirations for Davao City. Of course, nandyan ang kakulangan ng computer, but we are facilitators, we are advocates of literacy, we find ways on how to deal with that. Yung online portfolio, sana, sa NING, hindi na kasi siya free, pero gusto ko sana siyang ibalik, sana may mag-provide ng service for that for us, especially with the learning management system. Gusto ko sana magkaroon ng library of e-outputs. Kasi ang dami ko ng outputs projects from 2010. Gusto ko siyang i-archive, gusto ko siyang i-upload sa isang website, gawing supplementary material ng kahit sinong i-eskwela facilitator all over the Philippines. At para na rin ma-encourage yung ibang pang learner na gumawa ng tulad noon. And then, an organization for ASPASers, sinisimulan na po namin yan ngayon with the University of Mindanao. Marami po kasing ASPASers doon sa university and then gusto namin silang i-organize para naman din ma-assist ang kanilang welfare doon. And then scholarship grants and employment assistance, of course, for passers. Here are some of our passers. Iilan lang ito sa mga success stories, but most of them, ini-encourage ko na mag-school sa college because we also give out scholarship grants. 2008 passer, two sisters, Lovely Relianos, HRM graduate of Philippine College of Technology and currently working now in a restaurant here in Davao City. Dati siyang kasambahay. Ngayon, pinapaaral na rin niya ang kanyang mga siblings. 2009 passer, Roger Dala. Dati siyang parlorista, 27 siya nang graduate sa akin. Third year college na siya ngayon at in-invite niya ako nung binigyan siya ng acknowledgement kasi Dean's Lister siya sa USP lang naman. 2010, dati siyang addict. Hanggang ngayon sasabihin pa rin niyang dati siyang addict. Si Mark Ibanez. And then second year na siya ngayon taking business ad. Baka sabi ko, baka inunegosyo mo yung ano ha. Siya, no ma'am, good boy na daw siya ngayon sa University of Mindanao. I have my 59 years old na pumasa sa akin, 60 years old na siya ngayon, 2011 passer last year, and taking up BS Tourism University in Mindanao. Ito yung great, next is my great accomplishment. Si Mercy Templa, 2008 elementary passer ko siya, ng first batch. Last year, graduate din siya as high school. Ngayon, nasa Philippine College of Technology na siya, taking a first year in 2-year HRM. Kahit 2 years lang, okay na. So, yun yung aking mga ibang passers. Halos lahat sa kanila nag-aaral sa college. Sana, marami pa kami matulungan ganyan. With your partnership, with your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Guerrero and Girly. As I have mentioned, we will entertain before we proceed to our next speakers, we will entertain 2 questions for Dr. Guerrero and Girly. I think we have here ALS coordinators. ALS and Eskwela coordinators. Meron ba tayo sa audience? Marami. Nasaan na kayo? Ayan na sila. Okay. Those who want to ask questions for Dr. Guerrero, from the floor? Wala? Wala bang magtatanong? Okay, may tanong.
Maliwanag na.
Yes.
Kailan
Paki-introduce lang po yung sarili and your question, please.
Rose Olitikit po from San Fernando Mobile Eskwela, DepEd Division of Camarines Sur. Actually, hindi po siya tanong but a suggestion na kung mapipwede dahil maganda nga po ang result ng eskwela, kung pwede, yung mga CECs po, makater po yung aming mga OSY. So more OSYs, adult learners na wala sa school leavers, ay mas ma-reach pa po namin. So parang magkakaroon po ng parang intermarriage ng CEC and eskwela. Likewise, yung eskwela naman would also cater ng mga functions ng CEC for our sustainability. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Rose. Gusto po bang mag-react ni Dr. Guerrero dun sa suggestion?
Kanina nakinig tayo sa ating mga panelists and even this morning, I think we already have that spirit, and we will just have to remind siguro management here to pursue a more aggressive coordination so that in fact ang atin namang mga pare-pareho lang naman ang tina-target natin ng mga learners.
Totoo po. Yes, ma'am. One last question for Dr. Guerrero. Suggestion? Okay. From Dr. Manugi.
Ito, Beth.
Question?
Suggestion.
One question?
Can we have Dr. Manugi first and then you next? After Dr. Manugi.
Apo, beauty muna po bago gwapo. Okay. Suggestion po. I don't know whether it's already happening, pero let's talk sana kay Chito Sobrepeña para extend yung kanyang outstanding teachers to ALS.
Yes.
Teachers.
The Metrobank
Metrobank Foundation. And then, napakaganda ng nakita ko kasing programa ng ALS Davao City. Bakit hindi kayo nag-a-apply para sa award ng CEC? Kasi wala akong nakitang application ng mga ALS at mga e-eskwela para sa outstanding CEC at saka outstanding CEC manager. Ayaw ba niyong ma-award?
Ayaw ba niyo manalo ng 100,000?